Hello, I'm Angela Wamboy, and these are the stories making headlines on Capital TV. A Muslim cleric charged for trafficking underage girls to Lebanon for sex tourism has been sentenced to 10 years in jail. While delivering the sentence, Senior Resident Magistrate Judicaster Nduku said, according to law, anyone who facilitated travel with the intention of commission of a sex offense was guilty of sex tourism. She said the offense stood whether or not the sex offense was committed. She said the prosecution had proved beyond reasonable doubt that the sheikh from Bilal Muslim Mission in Nakuru had facilitated the travel of a minor to Nairobi. Anti-gay lobbyists took to the streets demonstrating against homosexuality, warning U.S. President Barack Obama against advocating for it when he visits the country later this month. The activists, led by the Evangelical Alliance of Kenya chairman Mark Karaoke, stated that the practice is against moral values and would send a wrong message to the youth. Waving placards with one clear message, "We don't want gay activities in Kenya," the demonstrators marched from Uhuru Park through Haile Selassie Avenue, Uhuru Highway, before heading back to Uhuru Park.
So when Obama comes, we are asking him to respect the morals of the Kenyans, to respect the faith of Kenyans, and not to bring that, not to come with that as the agenda or his main agenda. He's coming for an economic or commercial visit. Let him talk about the conference that he's talking about, but let him not come and talk about gays or those rights here.
Devolution Cabinet Secretary Ann Waiguru is on Tuesday set to brief the National Assembly on the affairs of the National Youth Service, including the 800 million shillings attempted fraud through the IFMIS system. National Assembly Majority Leader Aden Duale said the CS has been slotted to appear before the House Committee on Finance and Planning to respond to a query raised by Ugunja MP Opio Wandayi. Operations at the NYS have been on the spotlight from last week when the Devolution Cabinet Secretary invited the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to investigate reported irregular activities on the NYS account said to have been performed at night. In the world of business, there's anxiety in the forex market after the Kenya shilling hit the 100 mark against the US dollar. According to the Central Bank of Kenya, the dollar is now buying at 100 shillings against 100.06 shillings, being the first time to get to that level since 2011. Since May this year, the regulator has maintained it has enough reserves to shield the currency against major turbulence. The continued shrinking of the local currency since January this year has been blamed on a number of factors, including high demand for the U.S. dollar attributable to the growing U.S. economy, growing imports, and a sluggish export, as well as a negative growth from the tourism sector. And finally, in the world of sports, the national women's volleyball team made history by qualifying for the second round of the ongoing World Grand Prix. The Malkia Strikers advanced after finishing third in Group 3 behind winners Colombia and Peru and Algeria yesterday. The African champions who flew to Australia this morning will hope to continue with their good form when the group finals get underway tomorrow. And that's a wrap-up of the day's top stories. I've been your host, Angela Wamboy. For more on these and other stories, log on to www.capitalfm.co.ke/TV. And make sure that you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Capital FM Kenya.